he's landed the more deliberate blows to the body. He's landed some of the cleaner shots. Yacoubian here, though, on the attack with that right leg. But you notice flailing punches again, Phil. He's winging shots, and they're not hitting their mark. Where Medrano, there you see him counter, even though it wasn't a big landed blow, it did bounce off the head of Yacoubian. Yacoubian fake front kick. Medrano coming right back with a counter, left hook, right elbow. Down low, here comes that left hook again. So no, those are the points that are scoring, so I'd have to give him a slight edge as he is pressing the fight here. Attempted elbow again by Medrano. Medrano throwing a right knee. Yacoubian pleased to just clinch and hold.
Here we are, live action now in round 4. Yacoubian and Medrano. That's Medrano on the left with the red glove.
Yacoubian's timing just seems to be a little off tonight, Phil. It seems like he's just barely missing his target, or Medrano just being a little quicker, getting off first and then getting out. Inside leg kick by Medrano.
Well, if I'm Cunningham and Mark Parr in Yacoubian's corner, Blakey, the one thing I'm going to tell my fighter is they're going to get a mouthpiece back in the mouth of Medrano. Is when you look at Freddy, he holds his hands high and so far apart. Seems to me to be a perfect target for an uppercut, which Yacoubian has not tried yet.
Yeah, but earlier we seen the body shot with Yacoubian through the left hand of the body. Then he doubled up on it one time. That's a great, and he's known for going to the body.
Yes, he is.
Yacoubian. But he hasn't really exploited the body of Freddy Medrano, and that would obviously slow Medrano down.
Yeah, we'll see if Yacoubian has hurt us here at ringside. There's an overhand left.
And like you said, I mean, Medrano with his arms wide open, a nice right uppercut coming right up the pipe there would do damage. And here you see Medrano on the attack again. Yacoubian backs him off with that hook. And there was a little short uppercut by Yacoubian, and there he tries it. He might be listening to us, Phil.
He tried the uppercut and just missed.
And then very subtle, you see the attempt of an elbow. There's another elbow being thrown by Freddy Medrano, and those can be vicious. And I've not seen Yacoubian try to land an elbow tonight, but Medrano's got that elbow on his mind. He's trying to land it on several occasions. Yacoubian dropping his hands a little bit. Thus you can hear people saying, get your hands up. Attempted spinning back fist by Yacoubian.
Yeah, Blinky, watching Shawn here at ringside, it appears he just is stuck in second gear.
Yeah, it's like his feet weren't right. He was really not set well. He was stumbling around, falling down. And here you see him almost kind of like trying to still find some momentum.
Yeah, that's right.
Where Freddy's been more in and out on him. And just a little faster, a little quicker getting off first.
Well, Medrano, just look how wide he holds those red gloves. And Yacoubian tried the uppercut once, opening this 4th round, but it's really been a kind of a one-punch pony here in this fight.
And that's when you're starting to get desperate for looking for one shot to end the fight. 9 out of 10 times you're going to telegraph that blow, and that's, I think, where the problem lies. Medrano just sees it coming, and he's able to avoid the attack. There's a right elbow right over the top. Again, you know, lulling Shawn to sleep, and then letting them elbows fly on the inside.
Give him that shit for free, Shawn. Don't give him that shit.
Now following Yacoubian into his corner, looking up at him, he is a tired fighter now as Pete Cunningham is trying to exhort his fighter to double up, and we have seen no evidence at all of an ability by Yacoubian to double up with much of anything tonight.
And also you heard Mark Parra saying, don't give him those for free, and he's talking about those elbows on the inside towards the end of the round. Look at that big float rainbow of a punch. It's not going to land. And he didn't land it, and then you see Medrano come right back on the attack. Shawn trying to wait him off there with the left hook. Again, Medrano really the first one getting off with the knees and the elbows when they get on the inside. And I think that's what Mark Parr was alluding to. There's that attempted right uppercut you're talking about, but he's just not finding his mark tonight, Phil. There's that real subtle elbow again thrown by Medrano.
Well, this is the 5th and final round, Blanky, and unofficially on my scorecard here at ringside, I've got Yacoubian needed a knockout to win this fight?
Well, I mean, he's not embarrassed himself, but the truth is he's not really landed any really clean blows, and Medrano does have the edge on this fight. Of course, it's unofficial, but that's the way I'm reading it also, Phil. Right leg, right hand over the top by Yacoubian.
Neither fighter has been down. Neither fighter seemingly hurt in this fight. Although I agree, Blinky, with you. Medrano has had the upper hand by the slightest of margins.
There's that front ball kick with the lead leg that Medrano has really been developing over the course of his fighting days now, where now he turns southpaw there. And there you see Yacoubian trying to throw the right leg high to the head of Medrano. Medrano again fighting from the southpaw stance. Yacoubian landing a good right hand over the top. Well, you got to keep throwing it. So you see a jab from Yacoubian. You haven't seen too many of them throughout the night. But he needs to work that technique, Phil, to get some distance for his punches.
Now Shawn inexplicably unable to really dominate this fight in any way, shape, or form.
And I don't know if it's flustered him or what have you, but again, you see Shawn Yacoubian there kind of waiting. He's on from the southpaw stance. He's been switching back and forth. And then Freddy Medrano coming on the attack.
Well, it's been a good welterweight fight.
That one reaching for the fences. Again, very telegraphic. Medrano, too smart a fighter to be hit with that. Although Shawn did throw a nice little short left hook there, Medrano saying it didn't hurt me to him. And there's that front kick to the body, and that's probably why Yacoubian's a little tired, Phil. He's been touching him all night with that shot.
Yeah,
straight up the middle to the body. Little knockdown called there. A little stiff jab there by Medrano. Yacoubian countering with a right hand, right leg. Good right leg by Yacoubian. Didn't throw for power, but got it up there. Straight right hand. That's the kind of right hand that will land on Medrano, the straight one, Phil. But then winging shot. Well, now what was that one? A double knee? He almost jumped up like a kangaroo on that one. He being Medrano.
And Yacoubian bounces back to his feet, and that's the way this fight will end. Back with a decision. Well, it was an interesting fight from the standpoint of Freddy Medrano in his pro debut. Did everything he wanted to do, and on the other end of that equation, Yacoubian, Blinky, flustered throughout the 5 rounds.
It just didn't seem to have it tonight. You know, it happens with athletes. You just never know. I mean, Yacoubian was there for the fight. His timing was bad. His footing was bad. He just couldn't get off. Here you see Yacoubian throwing a jab. Medrano attempting a right elbow right over the top on the counter. Then he throws a left roundhouse kick to the body of Yacoubian there. Then Yacoubian throws that right leg, right hand over the top. Right hand bouncing off the head of Medrano. Good right knee by Yacoubian there in that exchange. Medrano throws a right leg. Yacoubian trying to keep him off him with that jab. Medrano coming right back, walking to him. Throws a left hook over the top, and he landed that shot a few times. Attempted right elbow again by Medrano, who's obviously trying to develop, his technique with the elbows, because you see them coming horizontally, vertically with the elbows, trying to make them land. And that's the only way you're going to develop technique is by throwing it. There, Medrano, that's one of his patent shots. There's that straight front ball kick to the body that he uses fairly well. There he comes back with the left knee to the body. And then a right knee all the way up to the head, Yacoubian. Coming back with an inside leg kick. Medrano off the southpaw stance. And an overhand right that misses. Medrano slips to the cab with no knockdown. Yacoubian could have been better served. He would have had a little more head movement tonight, Phil. Coming in, little feint to keep Medrano off balance, but nothing was was able to do that.
It's interesting, Blinky, but I think certainly the mark of a great champion is to be able to win when you're not at your best. Let's see the outcome.
5 rounds, we have your decision. All 3 judges score the bout in favor for the winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Freddy.
And there you have it, Phil. Medrano winning this fight tonight. His pro debut, just was able to have his way.
Now Yacoubian unquestionably disappointed, but I will tell you, he has no one but himself to blame, Blinky. He just could never get into 3rd or 4th gear throughout this fight.
Well, he's quite the gentleman. He's going to accept this loss graciously, go back to the gym and try to figure out what the heck happened tonight.
Don't go away. Blinky and I will be back with some final thoughts on the night in just a moment.